As a lawyer, my main purpose about the political situation in Turkey is about the independence of the judiciary system and the persistence or not of the rule of law. And in that case, in that perspective, we are observing trials for international organizations of lawyers and a national organization of lawyers. And we have found out that there was no more third trial in Turkey, but moreover that the last guardians of the liberties and the human rights, the lawyers, are themselves prosecuted and forbidden to make their work.
What is the situation of the media at the moment in Turkey when you see the cases about journalists in front of the courts?
It's very interesting because we have seen a similar pattern for all political cases. There is a special court with special judges that are really specialized in political trial and are renowned for that, like the cases of Selahattin Demirtas, the cases of Academician for Peace, the case of Ahmet Altan, and the cases of the Progressist Lawyers Associations. All these trials have been undertaken by Judge Akın Gürlek, who is known for the political repression he's doing. And we have seen that all the hearings are the same, all the behavior towards the lawyers are the same, interruptions, coercion. And we can find out that every opponent of the regime is now prosecuted before the court.
What was your message to MEPs and to the EU at large?
I would have two main messages. The first message is that we have to pay attention for the links we have with Turkey now, and we cannot show any support of that kind of repression of opponents and that kind of failure of the democracy, independence of judiciary and the prosecution of lawyers. This is the first message. We cannot collaborate with this regime. The second message is that I would like to raise consciousness about the difficulties that Turkey is facing regarding its judicial system, and to look at our judicial system, and it should be a warning to see how it happens in Turkey, and we should be careful that it would never happen in Europe.
Under Erdogan, especially after 2015's interruption, let me say coup, they saw this as an opportunity to make pressure over every classes, every people who are criticizing or who are opposite to the Erdogan.
What are your demands of the Turkish government?
Yes, we demanded 4 articles. One of them is stop to come to our cultural center with guns and destroy everything. This had been lived 10 times within 2 days, 2 years. And stop the processes over the courts about our members. These are lies. These are abstract. These cannot be believed. So stop the court processes and get rid of the lists of terrorism. I also was in the list now. And the last one is end the restrictions of concerts. We want to make music. We will make music. We will make our songs, and we will play in everywhere again and again and again. But this is a democracy problem. We want them.
And why does Erdogan not like your group in particular? I mean, what are you singing about that is so offensive to him and his government?
I will give just an example. In Soma, maybe you have heard, in Soma, the miners, there was an explosion in miners. 301 people have been killed there. And we went there, we talked to the families, talked to the children, and we had made a song. We said, this is not just an accident. This is a massacre, because every precautions can be taken, but no. And the people who are the owners of these miners and the responsibility, they take and they sentenced just 5 years for the 301 people they killed, and the court said, yes, you have not taken these precautions, so these people are killed. But the punishment is just 5 years. 2 days for one